Oh, man. But anyway, here we go, getting into small character versus small character. And we're going to be going to Northern Cave here, getting fight on. Dude, Final Fantasy VII's got some great music. Well, yeah, we'll see what Rohan's able to get going. This is going to be a tough matchup for sure. And look at those T-Jolts coming out here, just trying to get something going.
So this is a stage that I definitely see other Meta Knights try to take other characters to. Just by virtue of having those side platforms, your edge guarding and ability to cover both high and low is going to be so big and so relevant, especially against somebody like Pikachu, who relies on those to be able to get their way to get back onto the stage. Neeroz not finding the drag down neutralers, but you know what? Still getting a couple of follow-ups, as Meta Knight just can't even find that first opening.
Wow, those tiny arms just not able to get a hold of this electric rat. 89%, and the percentages just keep building up here. Shuttle looping back to the stage. That's not going to be the stock. We might see a 0 to death, though.
Yeah, no, they're chilling. They're coasting by. They're spacing the F smashes so well, and that down B, that's not going to be it quite yet. Just being able to whiff punish Meta Knight for it. So, what's the play here?
I don't know. I mean, they got to get something. They finally got some percentage here. There's that dash attack you were talking about. Ooh, gonna be able to buffer out that air dodge, but man, that was almost a kiss of death.
And definitely going to be really difficult to try to get like those ladders on somebody like Pikachu. It's such a small stature. You got to make sure you are pixel perfect as well. Really good quick attack to be able to get back onto center stage, completely avoiding that multi-jab.
Oh, there we go. Get the grab, drag down there.
Huh? They fell out of that final hit. God bless. You can SDI electric attacks quite a bit because they have a hit lag multiplier of 1.5. Just by virtue of having the electric property. That means you can also SDI 1.5 times as much.
I guess so, but like just kind of just falling out from the bottom. That's what really threw me off for a little bit because he just kind of like, no, just slipped out the bottom. But either way, good stuff so far. I mean, they're starting to make not necessarily a comeback here, but they're starting to like show some life in their game, which honestly was a little worrying after that first 0 to death. But still, I mean, we might just be seeing Neeroz close this out and going up 3 stocks to 1 here if they're not careful.
They're just trying to play really patiently and sitting in shield, but great catch on the jump out from Neeroz, and now they're sitting so confidently. 3 stocks to 1. Gotta say, this is looking so difficult for Rohan Doge just because, like, they're not able to do Meta Knight things.
Ooh, another grab right there. Gonna be putting on some more damage. Yeah, no, you're right, though. It's tough to do some Meta Knight things against a character that can pancake as hard as they do. Look at that. They just sat there and said, I know you're gonna roll this way, so I'm just gonna put myself in position. So when you do fall right into my hands, I can take advantage of that. Puts on some good damage. But here we go. 111. Can they close out the stock?
They try to go into so deep, forced to get back onto the stage and now ledge trapping instead of edge guarding. That was a really good stall from Neeroz. Setting up attack chase onto the platform, but that neutral air was so smart as they were just like able to get a quick landing and shield instead of putting themselves into a bad tech.
Okay, just gonna land back on stage there. Trying to throw out those backers, trying to get the stock out at least. But man, this is looking so tough right now. 55%. Ooh, they wanted a turnaround grab, and they just weren't able to find it. That's going to lead to finally a stock here for Rohan.
Yeah, finally going to be able to get it. But it's maybe looking a little bit too... It's looking right on time, baby. But not getting the kill with up B quite yet. They needed to be a little bit higher up.
Ooh, okay, great stuff. Actually getting the spot dodge immediately after basically the parry from Pikachu. So they're going to be able to survive that a little bit because Pikachu's man has been putting on some big damage here. Honestly, closing out stocks in timely manners. Oh.
Just going through a lot of pokes, T-jolts and quick attacks, just keeping it real patient, but such an aggressive down B to get back onto the stage, but not able to continue the advantage for particularly long either.
Oh, goes for the back throw. Okay, walks up to the ledge. They're looking for that back air, trying to get that kill. And especially at 115, that back air will certainly close it out. Whoa!
Especially if it's like fast falling, it will drag down. No! They're okay, they're still living, but just by a little bit. Barely outspacing forward. Down smash gonna send to the right side and killing Rohan Doge.
Yep. Honestly, really good game for Neeroz. I feel like that's a good stage for Meta Knight, right? Like you mentioned, those platforms can kind of help with some of those combos. But like, That was rough. That was super rough. Pikachu just kind of did what they wanted, and there wasn't a whole lot of punishment that Meta Knight could really get going here. So maybe we'll see something. Maybe they have something up their sleeve. Maybe they got some adaptations to bring out, but man,
honestly,
we need to see something.
The way that Neeroz played patiently, poking constantly with quick attacks, poking constantly with a bunch of T-Jolts out there, so difficult for Meta Knight to actually initiate because it means Pikachu really never actually has to commit to anything. A lot of fade backs, so jumping in safe places where Meta Knight is simply not able to challenge in time.
Okay, well, I mean, we're off to a little bit of a better start here at least, so that's pretty cool. But still a little bit rough overall. Gonna land that Nares. Okay, so this is what I'm liking now. We were starting to see some of those ledge trapping scenarios or just edge guarding scenarios. Anytime Pikachu lands, it seems like Rohan is on top of it, like right there. Oh no!
That was about to be catastrophic. That was that close, but it ended up grabbing the wrong direction. That's once again Neeroz back at center stage. He's at one big opening, and that's going to be really huge damage.
Okay, well, we got these platforms back, so now it's just kind of like a big northern cave at the moment. Oh, you got to be careful with that. There's no way, right? Okay, they're gonna live. I was a little scared though.
Yeah, it's town and city, but it's not like town and city.
Town and city. Yeah.
Blast zones are so narrow. You dash one to the left and you're dead.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? Either way, this game is looking so much better than game one right now. But it seems like Neeroz is starting to kind of get their bearings back a little bit and trying to find a way to put this back into their favor. The double parry, all right.
Dude, it's not often you parry a multi-hit, much less one with like an impact landing like that. That was really good stuff. Playing so patiently, it's going to be an F-throw for a bit of stage control. Just tries to bait the low recovery, but then maybe trying to throw out like a preemptive back hill to catch a quick attack to get back onto the stage. But Neeroz is just so understanding of the recovery options.
Okay, ooh, forward air. That's not going to be enough, but man, it just goes to show how light of a character Meta Knight is and how much power Pikachu actually packs. Like, it's actually kind of intimidating sometimes.
Also, it's Town City. Those side blast zones are
yeah,
extremely narrow, so just always something to keep in mind. Things like 4 liters are going to be really, really big here, but Up B at that percent is going to be able to take it. And now, Rohan Doge. I was going to say they have a lead. I was. But they cut me off.
We kind of see the action come out before you actually go ahead and curse it, so that's pretty cool.
They had a good idea. They wanted to get dash attack up, but was not able to get there in time. Not enough hit advantage after the dash attack. I think the hit was a little bit too soon. Just such a good position for them. Great catch on the jump just by throwing out an F smash. That is not a move you can ever punish.
Yeah, no, actually, that was also a really good chase earlier with that rapid jab at the ledge there. I mean, honestly, Meta Knight's rapid jab is super annoying and honestly builds up quite a bit of damage as well. So far, Rohan, even though they lost the stock immediately back, they have continued their dominance in this game so far. And it's not like crazy good. Like, it's not like as dominant as game one was for Neeroz, but it's definitely kind of showing that life is in this Meta Knight and they're going to be putting down some hurt. Is that going to kill? No, it won't. Town and City's ceiling, saving them just a little bit longer.
They try to punish that out of shield. That's a bit of a mistake. Excellent parry punish. And there is that neutrality. That move is active, that move is strong, and it has a hitbox all the way around it. So really good stuff.
No, very, very good stuff. And honestly, a much more demanding lead here now as well. 72% was about 50 until those couple of hits. Oh man, it looks like Neeroz starting to wake up here a little bit, trying to make some sort of comeback, trying to close this out. 2-0. Oh my goodness, I thought that was going to be a death sentence there for a second. I was a little nervous for that.
Listen, they took a couple of hits, it's free damage, and now, you know what, they're a little bit closer to dying to either the dash attack or the jump forward or an up smash. And, oh, I'm so nice. Oh, I'm so good. I'm good at my job.
You're good at your job. You're good at your job. But
listen, like, you just name kill moves. You just name kill moves at a high percent, but like, you do it the right way and you'll seem so smart.
Yeah. But as we get into this game here, we're trying to see Rohan continue this lead, and it's good. At least like when Neeroz is able to even it back up stock wise, right? And even kind of percentage wise, we just kind of see Rohan start to build up damage pretty quickly.
Yeah, Rohan Doge is sitting at a huge lead for themselves, maybe waiting for an air dodge, and I like the fact that Neeroz respected it because almost all of Meta Knight's buttons are just exceptionally safe on shield. That's a big back hill, but no up air follow-up quite yet, huh?
I think he might have DI'd up, I think. They'll just kind of get out of that real quick. I mean, honestly, smart on them if they did. Whoa! Okay, so we're living here. Oh my goodness.
Did you know which way to DI? Because I didn't.
No. I didn't even know that he was going for the actual, like, hitbox, because like you said earlier, they like to just use it as a recovery to get that cancel, right? So they can just immediately start acting out of it. But that time said, nah. The big hitbox by also this back air gonna close it out, man. And you know what? Their tag is 100%. They're living up to that name, gaming, at the moment.
That was really well played. They got jump callouts, they got catches on a bunch of high recoveries, especially with those neutralos, and they were able to get a little bit more meat out of the advantage state. So they started to adjust their spacing, they started to adjust their timing, they started to optimize their follow-ups, which as Meta Knight is your win condition. It's when I land a dash attack, when I land a falling neutralo, when I get like a down air or an up air out of shield, how far can I take them? And from here, we've gotten a little bit further, so curious to see how well they do game 3.
Yeah, honestly, it looked a lot better there. It's going to come down to stage pick, I think. I think that's going to be a huge factor just kind of moving forward. This game 3, so important here.
Yep.
The winner obviously continues on in the winner side of the bracket. Loser goes down to losers, but like it seems like it's so doable for both players.
But yeah, so like the really narrow blast zones of town and city was pretty relevant, because of like how easily some of them were losing their stocks off the sides. We saw Pikachu die back. Not really sure that would have been able to still like kill on other stages. It was a pretty high percent. It really does play in. So when you're fighting Meta Knight, bigger blast zones are almost always the best way to go, because he can, with his knockback scaling, he can just take him as he pleases.
But here we go, man. If we went from one Animal Crossing stage, Town and City, into Smashville, and we'll have to see how this works out for Pikachu. I mean, right now, it seems like the best pick for Neeroz because they're going off for so much. Gonna get that spike, not at any sort of worry of losing the stock, but still 58% unanswered so far. Looking a little bit like game 1 until I said something. Uh-oh. No way. No way. Tornado?
Oh, not going to be able to do it quite yet, but they try to get that F smash at the ledge, just still keeping Neeroz at disadvantage for so long.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what a great answer, too. Just being able to answer back with that much damage out of seemingly nowhere. Very, very good. But we're going to continue to push forward here. This Pikachu just really oppressive for Meta Knight. And it just seems like as soon as Rohan's able to find some small opening, like, and just getting out of the combos that they're perpetually in, it seems like it's so volatile. Okay, there we go. Back air from Pikachu. Gonna be putting on some good damage, trying to use these T-Jolts. Oh!
Wow, what an F smash, too. This is a big lead, and Meta Knight, once again, you just have like no big incentive to really be able to approach. You just wait for that one overcommitment from the opponent. It's going to be the whiff punish coming in. This is really scary for Neeroz.
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially after that hot start that they had, and never seeing Rohan kind of make this comeback at the moment. But you know what? That's one of the things about Meta Knight forward smash. I feel like when that hits, like the impact it has just feels so awful. Like that, there's something about it.
He slices you. He slices your kneecaps. In Pikachu's case, just like right at eye level too. It's menacing stuff. But drag down now, not able to get the full follow up, just slightly mistiming it.
Okay, Nair going on some decent damage, but we got Rohan answering back. Not gonna follow up with the up air. That's unfortunate.
Dashing back and forth, just being as patient as they respond to this T-Jolt as possible. That back air is going to be so big, such a good position, but not enough frame advantage to get back air quite yet. I say, I really do still like how Neeroz is just playing this as patiently as possible. They know that if they whiff once, they can get blown up.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing like that we saw with whatchamacallit, when Neeroz was taking on Franku, right, with the DDD, you kind of had to play it carefully, a little bit safe, because as soon as DDD started getting those openings, like, oh wow, they hit me 3 times and now we're about tied. He could kill me right here if I'm not careful. So I do think that Neeroz, when they're playing a patient game, they're just being patient, throwing out those T-jolts, trying to find those openings. Like, they are a much different beast, and it's kind of terrifying to see the difference.
Neeroz has no willingness to be able to go anywhere near off stage against Meta Knight. They're afraid of that down B, but one good edge guard.
Wow.
That's really hard. Pikachu's recovery not nearly as quick as somebody like Meta Knight's, right? So all you need to do is just try to intercept Pikachu somewhere in the middle, and it doesn't matter if they're going higher to the ledge. You're catching them on that first bout of quick attack. So once again, really...
No way. Oh, got the reset. Tornado here, potentially. No, go for the shuttle loop. Is he going to be able to make it back? Oh, just barely grabbing the ledge. That was terrifying.
Indeed. Getting one big forwarder, just keeping Neeroz off stage and into the corner. They need to respect that. You respect that F smash. You see Meta Knight charging it, you either throw a projectile at it or you just let it happen, because it is fast, it has no end lag, and it's big.
He just sat there with his back turned, looking away. And like we mentioned earlier, how Neeroz is like, I know you're going to roll right in here, I'm going to grab you. That one was even more telegraphed, and you still just ran right into it. That was crazy.
Had the right idea, but a little bit too slow on the startup of the back air. That would have surely been able to do it. Oh
Man, that up throw. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right earlier too. I do kind of want to point that out, but Meta Knight forward smash, I'm telling you, it the way it hits, it hurts different, man. It's so fast, and you're just like, why does this kill me at 70%? Like, what is happening?
You blink and he teleports behind you, literally with Dimensional Cape. But look at this damage output from Neeroz. They're able to even it up with just a couple of lightning loops. Really good execution there. It is a little bit tight, so good on them just to be able to just really resort to the muscle memory on that one.
And there we go. We saw that one grab, and all of a sudden a quick attack on the stage, and it was ledge trapping for Neeroz. He's got some good damage there, 65%. Honestly, doable for both players at the moment. So I mean,
wow,
that's 2-dimensional cape wins. Ooh, he really uses that at the absolute right time to just decimate stocks. Like, honestly, I'm impressed by the discipline to not just throw that out more often.
That's hard. That's tough, because what Pikachu really relies on is, hey, my opponent's off stage. I have time to chill. I can throw out some of my projectiles. Maybe I'll position myself for a nice little juicy F smash at the ledge. And Meta Knight says, hey, you think you're safe at center stage? You're ledge trapping me. You're ledge guarding me. Yeah, you're not safe, and just gets right behind you. So
it's literally like